guys, Michael Haber here. Today we're going to go over one of the most common exercises we give to our athletes to make sure they have good ankle mobility. Now, why does ankle mobility matter? Well, it plays a role in just about every lower body movement there is, whether it's stepping, squatting, lunging, cutting, running, walking. Essentially, if you want to be an athlete, you have to have really good ankle mobility. If you don't, you can imagine how the rest of the body, from the knee on up, tends to make up for that and tends to get overstressed. So a simple thing we do, ideally we want to practice this in a kneeling position. If for whatever reason kneeling doesn't feel comfortable, you can certainly add a pillow or towel to make it easier, but otherwise you can absolutely practice this one in standing. The reason I'm not a huge fan of standing is when you try to mobilize that ankle, it's easy to let the back arch, it's easy to kind of let the other parts not be in a good position. So ideally, practice this one in kneeling. What it looks like, I'm concentrating on the foot that is forward. I'm going to get in a kneeling position. Just to figure out where I start, I'm going to bring my big toe all the way toward the wall. Make sure that the foot is pointing straight ahead, the heel is flat on the ground. And then I'm just going to touch the knee to the wall. If that's easy, if I'm not getting any kind of stretch sensation, I'm going to scoot my toe back, maybe an inch, maybe a couple inches. And if that's still easy, I'll scoot back a little more. Once I find the point where I start to get a little bit of a stretch sensation on the back, or just kind of that tightness sensation, that's where I want to stop. And so now, I'm going to lean forward, trying to touch my knee to the wall, doing that about 20 times, nice and easy. And then, after 20 times, I can concentrate on a slightly different angle. So I'll focus on going a little bit toward the outside of my foot, still trying to touch the knee to the wall. So it just mobilizes a different part of the joint and kind of exposes different points that could play a role in that stiffness. So give that one a try. One thing to watch out for, sometimes when people are trying to push farther and farther, they'll run into a pinching or tightness sensation on the front of their ankle. We don't want that. So if you get any tightness or pinching on the front of the ankle, back off. Bring that toe a little bit closer to the wall because that's not the area we're trying to stretch. All right. If you'd like to learn more about how I work with runners and how I work with athletes, reach out to restorethrive.com or give us a call at 913-396-9726.